All right, it's time for Law Vegas now, and this is a topic that gets me kind of hot. So here to help me stay cool and explain the legal ramifications of leaving your kid or pet in a hot car is our lawyer on call, Eric Palacios of Eric Palacios and Associates. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for
now,
having me.
first let's focus on kids. Is it ever okay to leave your kid in the car?
It is okay. If your child is 8 years old or older, you can generally leave them in the car for a short period of time as long as they're safe.
All right, what about if they're younger?
If they're 7 or younger, then it's not okay to leave them in the car. If it's not safe, if the weather's too hot or too cold, or if the keys are in the ignition or the car is running.
So you cannot leave your kid if the car is running?
Correct.
Because you would think that that would make it a lot cooler, keep the air conditioning on, but the kid gets curious, right?
That, or someone can jump in the car and take off with your child.
Okay, now what about if they're in direct sight? I have something about with a 12-year-old, if they're in direct sight, what does all that mean? A
lot of times it's too hot, it's too cold, your child is sleeping, but you have another child that's 12 years old or older. As long as that child is within line of sight of the vehicle and can tell the mom or dad that something's going on, then it's okay.
Okay, all right. Now, you hear about the heroes that, you know, bust in and save the kid or save the animal that's in the car. Do they get in trouble? Is that okay?
Well, it differs. If you're trying to save or help a child, then you're okay. Whether you're a police officer or just a good Samaritan, you're generally not held liable for damage to the car. If you're trying to help an animal, then you need to be a police officer or someone that works in that industry that is trying to help the dog. You can't be a good Samaritan and break a window. In that case, you will probably be liable.
And then I will be calling you because I would need a lawyer in that case because I'd be the one that would want to save the dog. So I could just call a fireperson or a firefighter or a police officer, something like that.
Call the authorities and they'll take care of it.
Okay, so if they are left in the car, like who determines whether or not they're actually in danger? I mean, if they are in danger, what's the penalty?
Reasonableness is the standard, if it's reasonable to believe that they're in danger or not. If you are convicted of this, the first time, we can get it dismissed as long as you go to a parenting class and kind of learn your lesson. If you're charged a second time, then it is a misdemeanor, so the penalty can be up to a $1,000 fine and up to 6 months in jail. And
hopefully your kid's okay, because I know this is really, really dangerous. Now, what if you forget? I mean, I know that sounds crazy, but sometimes you forget you have mom brain and you're running around.
Usually those are the sad stories that you hear on the news that mom thought dad thought mom took him to daycare. If you forget, then that's one of the defenses to this charge, and you will not be held accountable for it.
If you have a good lawyer like you, I think.
Correct.
So bottom line, try not to leave your kids or dogs in cars, especially when it's hot. For all your legal needs and questions, you can give Eric Palacios and Associates a call, 702-444-7777. You can also visit their website at ericpalacioslaw.com.